Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you an impossible top-down bedrock carving of a religious site in Ethiopia. Not many people are aware of a mysterious megalithic site in Ethiopia known as Church of St. George, sometimes with an added New Jerusalem. Can you imagine, at 2,500 meters above sea level, somewhere in Ethiopia, there is a monolithic rock-cut church hewn straight down from a bedrock. Mainstream says it was built by King Lalibela. However, doubters say it was excavated by the king and he was buried there. There are 5 rock-cut churches in Eastern Group and 5 more in the Northern Group. However, for today, I'm going to highlight the one in Western Group, which has only one church. Within this walking distance of 11 amazing rock-cut churches, Church of St. George is by far the most phenomenal in its construction. I will leave the other 10 for another day. This site is named after an emperor known as Lalibela. His throne name is Meska, which means servant of the cross. I just find it very odd that such a great king leaves almost nothing solid for historians today. A quick look at the greatest king of Zagwe dynasty is literally full of question marks. Emperor Lalibela saw Jerusalem in a vision and built Lalibela as New Jerusalem in response to Jerusalem being conquered by Muslims in 1187. He was then venerated as a saint by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. This spectacular construction is 25 meters by 25 meters with a depth of 12 meters. The cross-shaped church is 12 meters by 12 meters and a height of 12 meters. That means about 7,500 cubic meters of volume has to be allocated for this monument. The required volume for the church is 1,728 cubic meters, and for the 4 corners carved out is 432 cubic meters. Therefore, the volume of the church is 1,296 cubic meters. With simple diagrams available, I'm going to say confidently the exterior volume carved out is approximately 6,204 cubic meters. From available sources, it is estimated that the volume of interior carved out is 450 cubic meters. With this simple estimate, I'm guessing Ethiopians will have to chisel 6,650 cubic meters of volcanic turf bedrock 900 years ago. The density of volcanic turf has a wide range. I'm going to use the average of 1.95 tons per cubic meter. That means ancient Ethiopians will have to manage 13,000 tons of rubble for this site. As if rock carving church was not enough, ancient Ethiopians even carved tunnels to connect with other rock-cut churches. I have a strange feeling that carving bedrock was easy 900 years ago. The architect of these tunnels have a strange sense of abstract designs. They made sure getting to the church is as difficult as possible. You even have to pass through a 100-meter pitch-dark tunnel. They say it is to simulate hell. But hell is supposed to be fiery and therefore red, hot and bright. Some tunnels are too short, so you have to bend a bit. What a strange way to attend a Sunday service. The entrance to the magnificent cave is so strange, you can tell something is not right with the picture. An abstract design to enter into a church via a tunnel shaped by relatively soft tools, only to exit into a church through a small opening. Some entrances are even too high to be useful. Modern Ethiopians have to design a high-tech wooden stair. Look at the passage. The volume of bedrock chiseled out only to reach a narrow and extremely high entrance doesn't make any sense. When did Ethiopians come up with tunnels and bedrock passages with abstract designs leading to a church? I find it hard to believe that after an impossible feat of removing 13,000 tons of bedrock, there isn't a proper entrance. Instead, I can see a lot of random rectangular holes just like those around the world. Priests have been preaching here for 900 years, but it was a 3-day ride on a mule from the nearest town. However, tourists flocked to this site 15 years ago, and only recently we can get to this church through modern transportation. While mainstream archaeology says the entire site was built in 24 years, local legend says that angels and men worked together to carve the bedrock. Story has it that King Lalibela had a vision of Jerusalem and attempted to build a new Jerusalem when Muslims conquered Israel. He built this rock-cut church with the help of an angel. If you believe in God, you will believe that this rock-cut church was actually built by an angel. By comparison, Church of St. George in Ethiopia produces twice the amount of rubble compared to Dhamrajeshwar Temple in India. Both have two things in common. Locals never claim they built it, and the entrance is definitely from the same architect. Other church in this site has swastika designs. This is an anomaly because it is typically a symbol of Buddhism. I wonder what is the explanation for this swastika in a church. That's all for today. Thank you for watching my presentation on Church of St. George in Lalibela. See you next time. Dehenahu.